Okay, call the Pownal Select Board to order at 7 o'clock. With the agenda approval, is there anything to be added? Don't hear nothing, so I guess we're all set. The minutes for 4/16/16.
I move to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Warrants. Accounts payable. Of course, we got 2 weeks of them. Right. So for 4/29/16, accounts payable was $11,921. And there was,
And 49 cents.
and 49 cents. Don't want to forget the 49 cents.
No.
And the other accounts payable was $10,191.73. That was for the 5/6/16. And there wasn't much in there for large ones, just a payroll transfer and law enforcement. We got law enforcement here with us, so we welcome them aboard. All right, payroll for 4/29/16. That was $6,721.69. And payroll for 5/6/16, that was $8,373.65.
I move to approve.
Second it.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And, we got a Bennington County Sheriff's Office. They, thought we had a bid in here. We do have one here. Law enforcement contract to be signed. And we set aside money in the budget for this. Am I correct?
Right.
So it's $34 an hour. I don't know how many hours per week was.
We've been at 20 hours a week. We budgeted to increase it to 30 hours a week based on the original hourly rate at $30, so.
So we'll move the hours up to match this $34?
Sure.
Is that what we want to do?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I make a motion to approve with that.
Second.
Okay. Good enough.
Aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You can put that number in there, Linda, when
Yeah.
you get a chance. All right, now we got a weight permit, Williams Lawnsbury.
I move to approve.
That?
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's,
I want that later on this time.
or you want it at the end?
Yeah.
That's not mail.
It wasn't mail?
No.
Okay.
This is mail.
It just happened to be in the mail though. This here was for a report from the,
Yeah, that's the report.
getting back
This is
to
the
the
contract.
Bennington. Yeah, you have the contract. I
Yeah.
read the contract here.
Yeah.
Now, the report was from the Bennington County Sheriffs. They had 2 9/11 hang-ups, 2 agency assists, 3 public assists, 1 burglaries, 3 suspicious events, 2 accidents, property damage only, 2 motor vehicle complaints, 5 VIN verification, 11 directed patrols all over town, 38 traffic stops all over town, and must have been a domestic, 2 domestics. Traffic tickets as follows: had 12 speeding tickets, 2 no registration, 2 operating license suspended, 1 no insurance, 21 written and verbal warnings. So that's what our sheriffs did for us. Kept us a safer place. And so we got the zoning log here. Probably need a little help with that. And Nelson writes this in a hurry, I guess. Number of permits. He had 7 permits, 2 additions, and a deck, a house, shed, and 1 verification. And they had 2 forwarded to the DRB, 2 subdivisions. He had 10 applications, and he number returned. He did 8, and 2 were forwarded to the DRB. And he reviewed the town for junk, double checks, subdivision information. He called for what is allowed, and I don't know what that one is. You gotta get a better pen there, Nelson. Writing on a carbon
Copy
copy,
that.
I guess. Huh? Copier do that?
Yeah. Pencil, it doesn't copy well.
So, and he had water meeting, used for North Pownal Church is for sale, fences. These are all things that the zoning administrator worked on, and he did some work trying to clean up the town a little. Here's a before picture, which, see that? And here's an after picture of the same place, so did some work there, I guess. And here's one that's been an eyesore forever. This was the Adler place, which has been demolished and a lot of it cleaned up. What's left is covered up with a tarp, which I presume they'll clean up pretty soon. Okay, so he's working at that stuff, and there were some other pictures he had. I'm not going to show them all, make them look too good. And we got a reminder here for household hazardous waste collection. Remind that again, that's Saturday, May 14th. This is to get rid of all these hazardous things. It's a good time to get rid of them. There won't be another one till in the October in Dorset. That's a Dorset event. So any paints and hobby supplies, chemical, mercury items, all kinds of hazards. That's the time to take them. That's from 8 to 1 p.m. Bennington Transfer Station, Saturday, May 14th. Is this in the mail?
Yes.
Okay. And to any interested parties, the Pownal internal auditors have decided to give the selectmen a raise. And so we'll be getting $300 more, so that ought to encourage everybody to run for this job. So anyway, that'll bring it up to $1,500, I guess. And delinquent taxes, we had the grand total on that was $194,774.05. And delinquent sewer, the grand total on that was $10,818.21. And we got a whole bunch of late ones here. How come we're keeping 3 sheets?
Because we're at the
They're
end.
not delinquent, they're just,
They're late.
Well,
But
we
we're
got-
we're moving into the final quarter.
Oh, okay.
That's the importance of it, is that the June 30th deadline, if not met, automatically turns delinquent. It's just a reminder to folks that the fourth quarter is going out soon.
Well, we got it, that is, $28,606.46. But of course, they got to the end of this quarter, right? To get that paid in, so
Until June 30th.
June 30th. All right. So that's what's coming to us, I guess. Now, VCRC, got a letter here, and it was pertaining to the SWIP program that summarizes their activities under contract. They've worked with Northeast Resource Recycling to identify and prioritize business for outreach. There are 2,000 businesses within the 13-town alliance. We polarize business so to reach out to businesses of different sizes and types, such as those that are food orientated, those that are not. And NRRA has been initiating contact by phone, email, and through the Bennington Chamber of Commerce. Now, this PCRC entered into a contract with Clean Harbors for Fall Household Hazardous Waste Collection Event. This will be held at the Dorset School on Saturday, October 1st, 2016. And they've advertised the May 14th, 2016 Town of Bennington Household Hazardous Waste Event in the Banner, Journal, News Guide. We just talked about it here. And on Cat TV, and they're sending links to towns of their websites. So that's a letter from the VCRC. So I guess that
That's it.
concludes it. Right? I thought we had the thing.
No,
Oh,
this
that
is-
don't go in there, that's right.
That's
We're
right.
gonna talk about that on something else.
Yes.
All right, that concludes the mail, so now, we got old business, got the Oak Hill School drainage, and I met with Todd Eaton, and he came down and looked at it, and he really, he wasn't against the ideas that we had. He wasn't for an 800-foot pipe with a bunch of DIs. He wasn't for that. He said we probably could divert a good share of that water, because if you come down Ladd Road and you're headed toward Old Route 7 or Oak Hill School Road, there's a culvert on the left and there's a culvert on the right of that road. And he thought that maybe we could cut across Ladd Road and dump some of that water into that other culvert. And that goes down on, the land is not so steep where that drops off. Now whether or not, of course, that's another landowner, so you probably wind up with a beehive there.
Is that the horse, where the horses graze?
That's right. But that culvert's been there forever too. And that is a lot flatter. It doesn't all taper toward that one spot. So I mean, that was the only thought he had, and I asked him about the open ditches and culverts underneath them other driveways, and he says, yeah, you could do that and stone them up. And he says if this doesn't work for you or whatever, he says the only other thing he could tell you is hire a stormwater engineer. This is what he suggested. Now we could get rid of part of it there. I don't know what we want to do. We don't have a road boss yet.
I'll make a motion that someone speaks to the property owner and see if we can divert that water on there. If we can, then we can take the next step.
We got a second on that?
Second.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Now, draft Pownal Tannery net metering agreement. Now, I read about a net metering agreement in the paper, and they were talking about, it wasn't nothing to do with the tannery. It was with Vermont Tissue. Was that a mistake by the banner, or
Well, he probably has a net metering agreement with that one as well, with other
with the
groups.
school all set?
Well, it might be North Bennington School, we might have that, I don't know. I don't know if he does or not, but the school here and the Mount Anthony School Board, I think, had voted, I know the Mount Anthony Board has, voted to enter into this. And he's looking at whether the town is willing to, and I think he had a list or a group of facilities that he was talking about, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That he was gonna allow or be able to have the meters put on with this. Now, the key here, I think we should understand, is that there's two agreements going on here. One is that we made an agreement to lease the property, and we're getting 2% of the gross from that, and that's separate from this. This now is an agreement to actually purchase power at a reduced rate to what you would pay to Green Mountain Power. That's what this agreement is for. He wants to sell you some of the power that he'll be generating. So that's really it. And they'll remain as separate agreements. So if you were gonna get out of one or the other, you're not getting out of both. Or if you wanna stay with one or the other. Now, the last
It
time,
was gonna be for the school system, and I guess the wastewater system, the big power users of Pownal.
yeah,
That's the way I understood it.
yeah, he's got, the wastewater treatment facility, he's got a bunch of pump stations in the main plant. Then he's got the Pownal Fire, and I think they talked to the fire. Have you guys?
Which one are you looking at?
that
Fire district, and also Fire District 2.
Fire district,
Pownal Fire and then Fire District 2. I don't know if Fire District, has either one of these been talked to and know about this? No. So we need to talk to those two to see if they want to be on board. It's basically reduction in power for them.
I know we had a list originally, and most of them are minor except for the two larger fire stations.
Yep.
Those I think would see a benefit.
Yeah, we originally had a list with a very large number of places on it. One of them being the school, and you don't see the school here because he's gonna do that contract with the school separate. This here will be ours, and the real question with what we got in this contract, if he's added these two fire departments, we need to make sure that they wanna be on board. If not, we would be doing the other items that's at the top.
I think it looks like one fire station, and then the fire district being the water,
Water
the
district.
pump house down there on 346.
Yeah, that's what the second, that Fire District number 2, that's what that is. That's the,
So we would have to ask them also. And-
I would like to
and
see
who
if
knows
we could
what-
add the one Pownal center station here, because what happens there is we have a increased electrical use with our generator there with a block heater in it, and
Okay.
it's become very expensive.
I'm sure he'll probably be fine with it. We just need to respond to him and
Okay.
let him know. And I think that was listed on the big list,
Yes, it was.
so it's just a matter of telling him which one it was so he knows.
But the other ones are all rather small. You know.
Well, now with the Fire District 2, they're looking at different options down there.
That's right.
Who knows where that'll be in a year,
Right.
so.
Right.
All right. Well, my
well, see,
recommendation,
he now has, have a large enough base user to add smaller accounts. This means it'd be timely to move forward with the town regarding joining the group. Assuming that the board still wishes to do this, how would you like to proceed? That's what he wants to know. How would you
Yeah,
like
I
to
would- I
proceed?
would
Is a
say-
vote required? And would you like to see a contract?
and he's got this group net meeting agreement at the back of it. The question I guess I would ask the board is, in the past, we've had these type of agreements looked at by the attorney. They've come back pretty much the way they are, unless there's something that we were at risk with. And here, all we're doing is signing a power agreement, so it's not like we're got property at risk or so forth. The real question is the term of the lease. Those are the,
Well, see, that would help us as far as the town goes. Well, both ways, even with the school, because the taxes would be less if they got their electricity cheaper. You know, because they're a big user. And,
And they had originally signed on, the school districts had with a solar development that basically, just like some of our solar, it didn't happen because the Green Mountain Power had reached their peak of what they could absorb of that at that time based on the statute. This here is a little different. We'll be buying power directly from them, so.
I think I'd feel more comfortable having the attorney look at it, but that's just my feeling. I mean, I'm not real familiar with it, with the contract.
I don't have a problem with that.
no, I mean, I don't think it would take them very long to look at that.
We
All
did
they
it with
wanna
our,
do is
we
say
did it with our other projects, I think
they're
we're.
doing it, yeah, well, this year, we're just, he needed this agreement, I think, in order to move forward with having buyers for financing and stuff. That's what the idea was.
I'll make a motion that the town goes with this agreement upon the lawyer's approval.
I'll get a second for that.
Second it.
All in favor?
Yeah.
I want to say one. As far as this contract goes, is there any difference? Are these standard? It's just a standard contract.
That's what he's using for his
For-
contracts.
No, well, that's what I meant. It's just a standard contract, whether it be the school or whoever. It's a question.
That's what he's doing. Same thing.
All right,
He's just changing the names and the amount.
okay, all right, okay. That way we're not entering into something different than.
Nope, than the
Okay,
schools.
but still, I agree with that. Let it be checked.
Okay.
Okay, so that's,
Second it.
And I-
all in favor, say aye.
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 Good.
Okay.
All right.
Basically, the motion was that it's approved if the lawyer says yes.
And that we'd also see about adding the other fire station
Well, we'll do that with,
with him dealing with him.
yeah, with Sully.
Now, new business, we got the cemeteries,
There you go.
and, we got a new fella that's, doing the mowing and cleanups and stuff, and he's, pretty proficient, and he's got some equipment, so he was willing, he spoke to Jason on it already. He was willing to, pick up the stones that are tipped over. And of course that would make them last longer because they wouldn't be laying and they wouldn't be all green. They would, be more of a white color. And the price, I don't think is very bad at all. His estimate is between $385 and $875. They're, to stand up 15 stones. So, what do you think of that?
I think we have an obligation to maintain, to keep the cemeteries looking.
Well, there's the young
presentable
fellow
and-
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, could we have him speak a little bit, telling us what he's doing there? Just so, I know you're tipping up stones, and how many cemeteries are you doing this? And
Well, about cemetery, I think 4 of them. They have a lot of stones that are just they tipped over and you stand back up. Some of them you do it by hand. A lot of them the heavy machine that tip them back up. And the older stone they have 2 pieces and you just tip back in the platform. What happened is over the years, the ground thawed and then the frost raised it up and the ground shifted. The older stone seemed to tip over easily with the wind blowing and stuff. Over the years, I got people getting mowed around them and tip them back up, bringing it to the board. I know Memorial Day weekend is coming up, that we're gonna have a stone hit upright, so it looks a lot nicer, especially the older cemetery. You do a little bit at a time and keep it up, and it'll look nicer in the long run.
okay, I just wanted to make sure it was more than just one cemetery, so it sounds like we're taking care of quite a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not just one in particular.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we go ahead and have it done.
I second it.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thanks a lot.
coming.
Oh, and one more thing, the tennis court, area.
Yep. We spoke about that, and we can take care of that,
Okay.
cleaning that
We're
up.
gonna have the road crew.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Alright, we got financial audit bid for 2016, 2017, 2018.
There you go. The town received 2 bids.
Okay. Now. Got 2 bids here. One is for, this here is all inclusive. That's all 3 of them. The other one's got, we got for this, and this here is this is the Bandito group. That's the
Yeah,
outfit we had
Bonadeo
before.
Group
Bandito
has
Group.
been our normal.
We've had them before, yeah.
Right, and they bid for 2016, 13.5, 2017, 1,400, 2018, 14.5.
Right.
The other company from Portland, Maine, they want 900,
9,900.
yeah,
for,
9,000,
for every year,
yeah,
each year,
inclusive for each year.
inclusive.
So
So,
there's a good savings.
yes, it is. But you,
Alan made a couple of calls for
Reference on them?
reference, and it came back great.
Okay, that's the only concern I have.
There's one town, they have one town in Vermont, it's Norwich. They haven't started the audit yet, but they won their bid.
but they do have a certification in the state of Vermont, so, like,
They do
know.
several, they have a long list of references. They do several schools and municipalities.
And they'll deal with the grant issues and the other stuff. I remember that one time when we had one of the auditing firms, we had a concern that we ended up having to do because of that not being done. These people know how, they're certified to do that too. Okay. I make a motion, we go with the low bid.
I'll second it.
all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right.
Treasurer.
Quite a little difference.
Run along with that. Yes, there is. That's quite a bit.
It's good.
Okay, now, personnel. Says resignation, but it isn't a resignation, is it?
I don't know. What was it for?
Is that you, Stan? You resigning or retiring or
They're
Huh?
retiring.
Oh,
retiring? Yeah, well, that's a little nicer. We didn't drive you out.
can't be accused of it anyway.
Very good.
Well, that's good.
How many
We,
years you been with us, Stan?
Like 16? 15 or 16, 15 or 16.
And we appreciate your service. That's
Yes.
good.
We most certainly do.
Also wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors in retirement.
Yep.
But I'll ask one question. We always look for people to plow in the winter at different times. Our road foreman will call up people. Are you someone that'd be on that short
Yeah.
list?
I'd like to be.
So we should make note of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot of hours, as you know, but
Right.
we do call people out.
Yeah, we need people to get a big storm and things like that. So,
Very good.
okay, that's
Stan,
good.
would you
luck.
have something for us in writing
Well, I
so
just
that
looked this up.
we could,
Yeah.
it's basically, it's just for record
Yeah,
keeping and, you know, your municipal retirement,
Yeah.
et cetera, so that it's in a written form.
Yeah, you need a date, the last date. When's his last day of work?
Given my notice to retire on May 31st.
May 31st.
Okay.
Thank you, Stanley.
Very much so.
I hope I made a difference working for the town of Pownal. Thank you, Stanley.
I believe you did.
Yes, I do too.
We appreciate what you've done, Stan.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Been a long time.
Okay. We also got personnel on a kennel contract.
Now when we actually have to go into exec.
We gotta go into executive session for that one,
And I
contract.
think the next one we do too.
Yeah, we got
Yep.
personnel review, road foreman applications. We can do that in the same session, I guess.
Okay. I make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.